So while everyone is trying to figure out exactly what's going on, your next guest has a rather creative way to play the potential tariff trade, whatever happens. Joining us now to talk about this is the co-founder and CEO of Defiance ETFs, Sylvia Jablonski. Sylvia, what is that way?
Hi, Brian. Well, I think, with Elon, the opportunity here is just around momentum trading, right? So this is for the traders that are diehard Tesla fans, and they think that over the long term, the technology, the leadership, the FSD potential, self-driving cars, all of this type of tech opportunity that lies within Tesla, the company, lies within Elon, is going to be the old guard, kind of the old leadership incumbents in the auto industry. So that's really what we do here. We kind of take the new guard, high tech, versus the older way of thinking, within the automobile space.
I love being able, do you see our companies, Comcast, there's Chill, where you're long and Netflix and short. Comcast, I think, is the pair trade.
Where are you going with this?
I'm saying
Comcast and Chill?
No, well, you should. But Sylvia, here's the thing. As fun as they are for us to cover and to use as like a story, these are usually terrible investment products. They just degrade over time. Isn't the Elon one down like 70% since inception?
Yeah, but since inception is pretty much since Tesla has been down, right? So if you look at Tesla 2024, when it was up over 60%, this ETF would have absolutely knocked it out of the park that year, right? And here we are up off of the March 11th, up 20% over the March 11th lows, but the stock is still down 30% years to date. So to your point, the trade's not working. But when do you get into trades like this? Like when do you get into a Tesla if you're a dip buyer? Probably, now, right? When it's down towards that 200-day moving average and kind of breaking its way out of that March 11th low. It's kind of what investors do here.
You've got Amazon versus Macy's, and the tickers in here are also quite humorous with ticker Bezo. Coin versus WFC RIPB, it's like a little puzzle and all these. Is one of these with MicroStrategy also? That's like leverage on top of leverage on top of I don't even know what.
Yeah, so, there are all different ways to do this in terms of the battle shares. I think what we're going to do is let the investor and let the market tell us what they want to see. There's so many different and creative pairs that you can think about here. So this is a really new concept that we're bringing to the market. You can think about this in so many different ways. And I think, again, we'll wait and see what happens with the market and let the market dictate what we do. And, I just heard your last guest talking about the S&P 500, where we think the year will end. If S&P 500 is over 6,000 this year, Tesla's going to be a big participator in that, right? And this trade is going to work. If it's not, then investors have things like XMAG, where they can look at the, S&P 500 minus the top 7 stocks and not, add exposure to the Mag 7, but add exposure to the next 7 and 493 after that are actually all positive for the year. So there's different ways to trade. And short-term investors might want to look at that XMAG. Longer-term investors might love the battle between Elon and Ford.